In response to rumors about Indiana Jones 5, the director James Mangold says that Harrison Ford's iconic character will never be replaced. James Mangold says that Harrison Ford will look a lot younger in the first scene of Indiana Jones 5, which will be the last movie in the series. Also, the Indiana Jones series isn't known for making people cry, but the upcoming Indiana Jones 5 will make people emotional, which is a good thing. Just watch the much-anticipated 5th Indiana Jones movie needed. Starting us off, Indiana Jones 5 director confirms the character will never be replaced. In response to rumors about Indiana Jones's future in Indiana Jones 5, the director, James Mangold, says that Harrison Ford will always play the role. After Steven Spielberg quit as a director but decided to stay on as a hands-on producer, he brought on James Mangold to work on the sequel, which doesn't even have a name yet. Indiana Jones 5 will come out on June 30th, 2023. It'll be the last time Harrison Ford plays the part-time archaeologist whose first movie was in 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Ford also played Indiana Jones in all 4 of the main movies in the series, and for a short time, the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. Mangold talks about the rumors that Indiana Jones might be recast or replaced on his personal Twitter account. This comes right after he put an end to rumors that Indiana Jones 5 test screenings didn't go well. After denying again that there had been test screenings, the director says that there was never any thought of replacing the character at any point during the making of the new movie. Well, Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. Batman, Superman, and James Bond have all been played by different actors since they first appeared on the big screen. But many people may have a hard time telling Harrison Ford from Harrison Ford. Since his first appearance in 1981, the actor has played the main adult version of the character. He has also often helped shape the character himself, such as when he drew his gun on the swordsman in Raiders of the Lost Ark. So even though a Disney Plus Indiana Jones series is rumored to be in the works, many people associate Harrison Ford more with his role as Indy than with his role as Han's Solo in Star Wars. This would make it hard to find someone to play Indy after Indiana Jones 5. Also, Ford seems to be very attached to the role of Indiana Jones compared to the other roles he's played. The actor has never been shy about how he feels about the characters that he's played. For example, in Star Wars: Return of the Jedi, he said he wished Hans had given his life for the cause. When talked about his famous Star Wars character Solo, he also said that Jones was a more interesting character than Solo. During the Indiana Jones 5 D23 presentation, when the actor talked about being his last Indiana Jones movie, he got pretty emotional, which showed that the character means a lot to him. Indiana Jones is a huge figure in pop culture. He's won over people's hearts and given rise to the other characters, like Lara Croft and Nathan Drake, who have also become beloved figures in their own right. Much of this is because of Harrison Ford, who played Indy in a way that was charming, quick-witted, and full of adventure. He also showed Indy's more human side, making him a more likable and well-rounded character. When the first trailer for Indiana Jones 5 comes out, people will get their first official look at Henry Jones Jr.'s last adventure. They will be glad that Harrison Ford's last movie is a proper send-off for one of his most beloved characters. Next up, Indiana Jones 5 scene will de-age Harrison Ford to the original movie era. Thanks to de-aging technology, Harrison Ford will look a lot younger in the opening scene of the highly anticipated Indiana Jones 5. In 2021, it was announced that Ford would make his last appearance as a famous archaeologist and adventurer in a movie directed by Logan's director James Mangold. Most of the plot details have been kept secret until the movie comes out in 2023, but Mangold told Empire that the first shots of Indiana Jones 5 will show the main character looking like he did in Raiders of the Lost Ark, which was a fan favorite movie. The director says that the movie will jump from the 1940s when Jones fights to the late 1960s, when Jones' last adventure will meet up with the US and Russian space race. I wanted to jump into a full-on George and Steven style old movie and give the audience a rush of adrenaline. Then we fall apart and you find yourself in 1969. This way the audience doesn't just think about the difference between the 1940s and 60s, but actually feels the spirit of the early pirates, and then the start of the present. How Indiana Jones 5 will address its protagonist's age. This is not the first time that the cast and crew have talked about how hard they've worked to make Indiana Jones 5 work with Ford's age. In fact, Mangold just recently said that the original script for Indiana Jones 5 had to be rewritten because it was mostly old jokes about how long it has been since Indy was last on the big screen instead of a serious look at what it means to be a hero to be in his 80s and still want to go on adventures. This part of the movie gets a lot of attention, which is nice. It'll add depth to the last movie in the series, which now has an older main character, and that doesn't happen very often in Hollywood movies, especially action movies. Ford joked at a recent D23 event that now that his life and career have changed, he won't fall down for fans, even as Indiana Jones. Even though the last Indiana Jones movie is the end of the Oscar-nominated actor's time as an action and adventure movie icon, it is clear that he still has a lot more to do as an actor. Ford will be in 2 TV shows coming out later this year: Shrinking with How I Met Your Mother's Jason Segel and 1923, a Western drama for Paramount+. He will also be in the upcoming 2024 Marvel movie Captain America: New World Order. As the last movie in the series, Indiana Jones 5, there are a lot of hopes for it. After how poorly the 4th movie was received and the fact that the upcoming finale will be the first one in the series not written by George Lucas or directed by Steven Spielberg, people are both excited and unsure of what to expect from Ford's send-off. But if the care Mangold took to address the main character's age in a meaningful way is any indication of how serious he was about this project, his work with Ford on Indiana Jones 5 should be a satisfying end to the long-running series. Indiana Jones 5 director confirms the character will never be replaced. Even though Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, the 3rd film in the series, had a lot of emotional moments, James Mangold's style as a director can add more heart and emotional moments to what will probably be the last film in the series. Steven Spielberg will not be in charge of Indiana Jones 5, which is different from the other movies in the series. Instead, James Mangold is taken over as a director. This is the first time that neither Spielberg nor George Lucas, who started this series, have been involved in making the movie. Both Spielberg and Lucas's names have been linked to a 5th Indiana Jones movie in the past. Lucas started working on a possible idea for the film in 2008, but it would have been very different from what people will see in 2023. When the much-anticipated Indiana Jones 5 comes out, but Indiana Jones 5 will have the same epic feel as the first 4. Since Indiana Jones 5 doesn't have a title yet, not much is known about what will happen in the movie. Like Logan, which got Mangold his first Oscar nomination, Indiana Jones 5 will probably have some sad moments. Indiana Jones 5 needs and wants the new emotional dimension. As what is probably going to be the last movie in the series, Indiana Jones 5 needs to give the beloved series and its characters a proper and satisfying ending. Also, Indiana Jones 5 could be Harrison Ford's last movie, even though he said he doesn't want to stop acting yet. If Indiana Jones 5 is really the last time that people will see Harrison Ford and his famous character Indiana Jones, it'll be a sad time. So Indiana Jones 5 will have to deal with the emotional weight of both its new director, James Mangold, and the fact that it could be the last movie in the franchise that has been going on for more than 40 years. Mangold may choose to end the Indiana Jones story in this way by bringing back old favorites or making references to other movies. So, Indiana Jones 5 will be a tribute to the series, its main character, and Harrison Ford. Well, that is all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, cheers.